Mack and Ebukam, the new guys. The Niners lost Kendrick Bourne, Ahkello Witherspoon. Still haven't re-signed K'Wan Williams, Jaquiski Tartt, few guys. So the question is, are the Niners better than they were a week ago? Nicholas. You're muted. You're good.
I'm good. Okay. So the question for me, as long as Trent Williams has came back, which he did, re-signed with the team, the only thing that really matters, it doesn't matter who comes, who goes with the current players, as long as Trent Williams is back. And now he's locked up, Kyle Juszczyk's back. They're the same team, in my opinion. Does Ebukam provide more speed on the edge? Yes, but the bottom line is, can this team stay on the field? So on paper, they're right where they were at, maybe a little bit improved, but it's always going to come down, can the cornerstone players stay healthy?
100%. I do believe they're better than they were last week, because last week weren't sure if Trent Williams was coming back. Did not know if Jason Verrett and Emmanuel Mosley would be back for sure. And I think getting those guys back is big for this defense and for Williams on offense. We don't have to argue about left tackle anymore, at least for the next 4 years, hopefully. So I think that's always a good thing to have. It might be more than some of us were willing to pay, but it got him back, and that's what's important, at least for 2021.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit better. I think when you look at it, Ebukam's definitely filling a need that they needed. And Mack really helps out with that offensive line. They really struggled, I think, a lot of last year because of the issues they had at the center spot. So that's definitely helped there. I think the loss of Bourne is going to be bigger than people really believe. So that's part of why I say I don't think it's that big. Plus, Witherspoon going to Seattle, I think people kind of aren't really thinking that's a big deal. But Witherspoon's ought to be a heck of a player, I think, in their system with the way that they let those cornerbacks get physical. I think that's really going to suit his style when he gets up there. So I'd say they're better, but not really a whole lot.
Yeah, look what happened to DJ Reed when he went from the Niners to the Seahawks. He went from struggling nickelback on the Niners to starting outside cornerback for the Seahawks. There might be something there. I'm not necessarily certain the Niners are better than they were a week ago. I mean, I'm just saying that, like, Trent Williams was on the team a week ago, even though he technically was a free agent. I'm thinking of him that way. Like, he was on the team still. He hadn't hit free agency still, so I'm weaseling out of the question that way. But Alex Mack's a big improvement. I mean, they could have got Rodney Hudson or Corey Linsley, but still, Alex Mack is a big improvement over Hronis Grasu or whatever. So that's big. I mean, Samson Ebukam I like a lot, but right now he's replacing Kerry Hyder, who did have a hell of a season. So it's not a huge upgrade there. And as Jack said, losing Kendrick Bourne, they'll replace him in the draft. But right now they haven't replaced him, and he was dependable. He got a lot of snaps, a lot of targets. He was a big part of their team. No replacement for K'Wan yet. No replacement for Tartt yet. They're going to address these things. But right now, I wouldn't say that they're better. I wouldn't say that they're worse either, though. The Alex Mack thing could be really important because he brings the leadership that Trent Williams doesn't. And if he's not way over the hill, then he's still a good player. So I want to say they're about the